Hi everyone, it's time for another weekly makeup basket. I am, I think 2 days late, but yeah, I was late last week already, and so I figured I would use my product a little longer and then work on these. Now, I'm still working on my Victoria's Secret Sexy Little Things Noir Scented Body Mist. This is in my Project 30 pan, and I will be done soonish with this product, and I'm very happy about it, although I like it a lot. But that is my perfume for the upcoming week. Then for mascaras, I still have two. I still have the Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara, and also the Lancome Hypnose Drama in Excessive Black. It's deluxe size sample. It was in my Sephora Lash Stash to go. If you saw my birthday haul part 2, has an interesting one. I'm not too happy with the mascara, but I'll use it up because it's in my Project 30 pan as well. This one isn't. Then I am working on my Revlon Color Burst Lip Butter in Peach Parfait. I have this on my lips today. This is just a rosy color with gold flecks in it. And then I'm also working on my Urban Decay Lip Junkie in Naked. Now the Lip Junkies have been discontinued. There are now new products out, but I had this deluxe size sample in one of my Naked palettes in the packaging, so that came with it, and this is it. As you can see, this applied quite patchy on my lips, on my hands, on my lips. This is a wonderful color. I like using it, and so I will definitely enjoy using this, and I'll be sad once this is gone. I will have to check out before that is gone if they have a similar lip gloss now with the new lip glosses they have out. For the other products, as it is still summer, I am still using my Eucerin Sun Protection 50+ Sun Fluid Mattifying for the face. This, as I said before, is for sensitive skin. And then I am still working on the Amazing Cosmetics Anti-Aging Face Primer. And this is just a sample sachet, but it's in my Project 30 pan as well, as most of these products are. Now, with this one, I'm apparently not using as much as with the Sephora, what was it, smoothing primer that I used the 2 weeks ago. The thing is, I cut this open at an angle, so I don't get as much product out of this one. That's nice. Then for foundation, I am using the Revlon Color Stay makeup for combination oily skin in 110 Ivory. It's just a nice shade for my skin. It's just perfect, and I like using that. Then I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. As you can see, I'm about halfway done with this one. I like this quite a bit, and I might have to repurchase this. And I use this under my eyes, and for the other spots like pimples that I have going right now, I use the Catrice Camouflage Cream. This is in 010 Ivory. This is it. Now, other face products I use to conceal a little bit under my eyes and to prime so that my concealer stays a bit longer. I use the Benefit Stay Put Primer for concealers and eyeshadows. I do not use this for my eyeshadows for the simple reason that it does not work with my lids. This does not work to keep my eyeshadow in place for an entire day, so I actually use this for my under eyes only. Then another face product is my Catrice Color Correcting Mattifying Powder in 010 Delicate Blossom. Now, this is the product, and as you can see, there are a bunch of different shades. They are not too bright, and they actually does a good job. As a bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in Fair to Light. It's just a tad bit darker than my skin tone, so this works well for me. And when I have more time, I am using the Benefit Some Kind of Gorgeous foundation in medium. Now, medium is way too dark for me, so I decided that I would like to use this up anyway, and I use this as a bronzer when I have more time in the morning. Then, let me see, for blushes for now. I'm using the Catrice Cream to Powder blush in Coral La La La. This was from a limited edition called Siberian Call. This is a very nice coral shade, however this is incredibly pigmented. So that's it on my finger, and that is it already. Sheared out quite a bit right here, and I have to work quite a bit with this. It's something that I like, so here you can see it sheared out a bit. It's a nice shade, and I put this right over my foundations before I apply the Catrice color correcting mattifying powder. Then I also have my MNY blush in 301. This is it right here. This is a nice corally shade. It's on this finger here. You can barely see this. It's right down here. It is really just a hint of color, and I like that a lot. So I can't wait to use this. And another blush I'm using is the MAC Mineralized blush in Misbehave. This is even lighter than the MNY blush, and again on this finger here, as you can see, this is almost too light for me even. Here you can see a tiny bit of hint of color on my wrist right here, and this will be gone soon. This is also in Project 30 pan, so I can't wait for that to be gone, honestly, because well, it's so light that I always have to put the Catrice Cream to Powder blush underneath so that this shows up properly. Then I am also still working on my Lush Lip Service lip balm. This is just a small tin, and the product just lasts ages. Now I've had it for quite a while, and I want to use it up now because technically this has expired already. But since neither color nor consistency or scent have changed, I'm still okay with using this because I wash my hands religiously before I dip into this one, and I just scrape out a little bit and then apply it to my lips. It is very hydrating in my opinion. Now, this is my Benefit Girl Meets Pearl highlighter. As you can probably see, I have cut this open, and there is a ton of product in this. I have this in my Project 30 pan, and I thought I would be done at the end of the month, but this is not gonna happen. I cut this open because I couldn't get any much product out of it. I always had to squeeze and make and really manipulate the tube, and I thought, well, I'm gonna cut it open to just get the rest out of it and be done with it. And I opened this, and there was a ton of product in here. So if you have this highlighter and you want to use it all up, cut it open. It is a lot easier to use up. So yeah, there you can see I moved it all down with a Q-tip, and there is still a ton in here. And a never-ending product also is the Benefit Bennett tint. This is also in my Project 30 pan, and I don't think this will ever be gone because I use this on a regular basis. You can see my black line right here, and it still has a black line. You don't need a lot of product, obviously. And the last face product is actually this one on the bottom right here. This is my MNY highlighter in 701. This is a yellowy golden highlight. Now, here is a relatively heavy swatch right up here. There you can see it. This is relatively subtle, and I like this about the product. And I definitely like using this. Unfortunately, my C palette is never clean because these four products just are dusty as hell, and I have pieces breaking off. This one here, this is the BEC pigment in Laguna, which I pressed myself, and this is just breaking off right now. I probably didn't do a good job. This was one of my first pressing jobs. it just doesn't, it just keeps breaking off. So that is always all over the pan. And this MAC eyeshadow in Copper Plate, I repressed this, and now it is even more dusty and loosely pressed than before. So this one keeps messing everything up, and this highlight also had a piece break off right up here. So these three products are all in my makeup basket, and that leads us to eye products actually. Now I am still working on my NYX Bronze Smoky Look Kit. This is it. It has 9 eyeshadows and 2 lip glosses in here. I'm not going to show this to you because I will have an update for my Project 30 pan at the upcoming week, probably at the weekend, or right around the same time as my next weekly makeup basket comes up. And I have quite a bit of progress in here, so I'm not going to show you anything. I don't want to spoil things. But I like this palette a lot, and I like using it for my eyeshadows. I am working on the Catrice Cosmetics Eyeshadow Soufflé in Yes I Would. This was also from a limited edition called Hidden World. I like this product a lot. As you can see, this is just a champagne cream color with a bit of shimmer to it, and it is right here. It is a very, very nice shade. I will be sad once this is gone because I can't get this product anymore. I don't have a similar shade either, so that would be quite a bummer once this is gone. And I also have in my makeup basket the MAC Paint Pot in Nubile. That's because this one is starting to dry out. As you can see, it is pulling away from the sides, but the product itself is still quite creamy. And that is it. This is more pink, as you can see, than the Catrice Yes I Would eyeshadow souffle, and it has less shimmer to it. However, this is not a matte cream shadow either. So those are these two products. Then on to the few single eyeshadows I'm using right now. The first one is MAC's Floof. This is just it's a frost finish. It is a slightly pinky color, and it is it's very close to white, but it's slightly pinky. It's right here, obviously, and a swatch. And here's my swatch for it. This is incredibly shimmery. That's it shows up almost white on my skin, to be honest. But I like using this a lot, and it was I believe my first MAC eyeshadow. Then I'm working on my Catrice Velvet Matte Eyeshadow in Vanillity Fair. This is number 010. It is a nice cream shade, and with these I think they are a little bit, it says matte on the packaging. It looks matte on the swatch, but when I blend out the swatch, you can see that it has a tiny bit of a sheen, and on my eyes actually this sheen seems to be a bit golden. I absolutely love this shadow. At first, when I put this in Project 30 pan, I thought I would not like this one, and I just wanted to get rid of it, but now I have to actually repurchase this one once Project 30 pan is over, because I like this shade a lot. And not sure if you can see this, I have this as my brow highlight today. It is, even on my skin, it is very, very light, and it's a great highlight for me, so I'm happy about that. Then if I want it a bit, well, more subtle, I would say, and definitely matte, I will go with the Alverdi Mono Eyeshadow in Warm Vanilla. This is number 20. Unfortunately, my son dug his fingernails in when I filmed my last Project Eye update, because this is in Project Eye. So this is really just a matte cream shadow, and this is a swatch for it. And it is right here. Now You can actually see this is Floof, this is more pinky, this is the Vanilla Fair from Catrice, the Velvet Matte eyeshadow, and this is the Alberti Mono eyeshadow in Warm Vanilla. As you can see, there's a little bit of a gradient effect going on right here. This is more pinky and definitely glittery. This has a slight sheen to it, and this is matte. I mean, this is an odd spot, so let me... Here you go. This is matte. Then I still have my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk going. I've used this maybe once, so this is really just a product I don't use much. I should work on using these up so that I can move them out of my collection, honestly. For eyeliners, I have my Manhattan Exact eyeliner in True Black, so it's just a small stub anymore. This is it. Now unfortunately I just removed my swatch from the eyeshadow right here, but it's a very nice black shade. I use this for my tight lines so that my mascara looks and my eyelashes look more full. It's a very nice product. Then I'm still using this one here. This is the Clinique Quick Liner for Eyes in Rose Chocolate number 03. I don't know how this one can be going so strong. I use this pretty much every day. There's still product left in here, and right here you can see this is a nice brown shade, and I like using this one a lot. Then another brown shade would be in my Shiseido dual ended eyeliner pencil in Desert Dust, Desert Obscure. This is number D2, and as you can see, it has a lighter brown shade that is a tad bit shimmery, and it has a almost skin tone shade that is a little bit shimmery as well. I use the skin tone shade for my waterline. Now the top one is the Clinique Quick Liner for Eyes in Rose Coffee. The bottom one is the Shiseido one. And unfortunately, the shimmering part does not show up too well, but it is very nice. It's relatively subtle. And the bottom one is the lighter shade, the skin tone shade that I use for my waterline to brighten up my eyes. This, you can see the sheen a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't show up for the brown side. But there's that. And the last one is, if I want a bit of color, I'm using my MAC Power Point Eye Pencil in Blue Noon. This was from the Surf Baby collection. That is it right here. So these are my eyeliner pencils, and then for my eyebrows I use the Essence eyebrow designer in Blonde. Just a small stub by now. Here's a bit of a swatch for you. This is relatively light. It is it's not too warm toned, which is something I like a lot. I don't mind warm toned products because in general my eyebrows are relatively warm toned in comparison to other people's eyebrows. But this is finally a matte one. I had a wonderful, almost perfect shade from a different brand a couple of years back. But unfortunately that one was actually slightly shimmery. The consistency of the other one was creamier, so I didn't need a tinted brow gel. And my tinted brow gel is still from Anastasia Beverly Hills in Blonde. Now, I don't think this will ever end, honestly. But it is a nice way to lighten up this one, because with this one I can get my eyebrows to look relatively stark if I'm not careful, which sometimes happens early in the mornings when I'm not all awake. So adding this over the top of it helps me make it look less stark. These were my my products for my weekly makeup basket. I will hopefully have my makeup baskets up earlier in the week, starting next week again. This week is still kind of crazy because my son is turning 2 tomorrow on Wednesday, and the day after is my dad's birthday, and this week I had quite a few appointments at university, and I still have a few appointments later this week, so it is just pretty much insane right now. I didn't change out much, as you might have noticed. I mean, I added in the Blue Noon eye pencil. I exchanged a few of my eyeshadows in the Seed palette. I took 2 out, put 1 in. And oh, I forgot one. Pardon me, I forgot this one. This is the MAC Satin Eyeshadow in Blue Candy. It is a bright blue, obviously. And here you go, you can sheer this out a bit so that it is less dark. And it's a nice shade, but I've barely ever used it because I'm more warm toned, so using a cool toned eyeshadow is not the ideal thing. But it's a nice shade and I want to work with this. But now, that was it for my weekly makeup basket. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!